Hello and good evening. Anyway, hi. Sorry, I threw up something for that was supposed to just be a white screen, and it stopped being that for a second, so that threw me off. Anyway, hi. How is everybody? So, what's new? Well, I told the worst of last night already, because I forgot to record until well after midnight. So pretty much right after that, like I sat down with a little bedtime snack. We probably didn't do me any favors. And then I crawled in the bed, fell asleep. I don't remember. I could tell you exactly when because I'm still using that. It's called Sleep Center, Sleep Cycle. It's called Sleep Cycle app. Um, and woke up a little bit before noon, but laid in bed until about 12:30. Just enjoying being in the bed. That's really helping my days, I think. Instead of rolling over at 3 o'clock and going, well, I can't sleep any longer. This basically the way it works is the app, like, you set the end time. I need to be up at this time, and it slowly attempts to wake you up um, in a window before that time, which is great for me because I'd like to just kind of lay in bed. So when I think it, so like I've got it set for a 45-minute window, um, just to give it a chance to get, somehow with the accelerometer of the phone, there's a microphone mode too, but like somehow it can tell how you're sleeping, and sleep is a rhythm, and it basically tries to catch you in between REM cycles, rapid eye movement, which is I believe, one of the deepest points of sleep, and can be the most jarring to immediately wake up from. That's kind of why, like, when a bad dream wakes you up, you feel so much like crap. Uh, so basically, it tries to catch you above that point somewhere, and then it starts playing a really soft alarm. Um, and I just kind of fade into what is that? Oh, alright. That's the alarm. Okay. And it's got a really nice snooze. Like, you don't have to flip over the phone and look at it and the brightness wake you up. Just tap the bed twice and it snoozes. That's really nice. Yeah, I really like this stupid app. Um, sponsored? No. It sponsors me to all know people that watch this. Um, it has a premium that I still have free right now that I'm probably just gonna, I don't know how much it costs, but it's basically for all the extra bells and whistles, because some of the stuff in it, it's got like sleep meditation and like different kinds of white noise, which could be good, but I have my own. Um, all this extra stuff, but like the alarm part and the basic graph of your sleep is all I care about. So, and that and a little bit over that is perfect, completely free. So that's nice. Anyway, woke up, uh, and mom asked me to do a few things, so I headed out into the yard. Um, it's worth mentioning that this was originally going to be where I had some drone footage put in that I took with my little drone. But despite it recording really well for all good long, and it, managing to be in one spot nice and just, the footage corrupted. I don't know if I had it recording too long. I don't know if I actually turned the drone off before stopping the recording, and maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. That footage is gone. So, this is just kind of going to drop you in the middle of the yard work. And now I'm going to have to cut out the thing that I recorded earlier saying this exact same thing, because I didn't know if I would remember.
Two on that, because one, I was filming the ground, and two, I very clearly filmed my license plate. But anyway, I'm done for today. I think I'm both cold and hot at the same time and starting to feel kind of sick, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in. But we got a bunch of extra straw down here because the dogs like to poop over here, and throwing straw over it's easier, and got all of that cleaned up. I was gonna do the rest of the yard, but yeah, I stepped in dog crap and there had a bunch of corn in it. So I'm gonna go get a shower because I feel gross. Anyway, catch you all tonight.
So yeah, that took about an hour. I finally came in because the cold and dry was getting to my throat. And just drying me out all the way down. After that, hopped in the shower. Mom and Dad got home later with food. I played a bit of Hades today. I'm trying to remember if I even had a successful run. I think I only did 2 runs and they both were failures. I was just really sluggish, so I put it down and picked up Elite Dangerous for a while, and got a good chunk closer to my destination before almost flying into a black hole. So, neutron stars and pulsars are what you can overclock your hyperdrive basically in that game with. But the thing is, they're not, most star classes are completely separated, so like, they're, I mean, I don't know all the different classes of star, but black holes, pulsars, neutron stars, and I want to say another one that I'm not thinking of right now, are all just under non-main sequence stars. So basically, pulsars are like pulsars and neutron stars. Don't quote me on this. I'm pulling this out of the back of my head, and I think I have this right. Are like the dying breaths of a star, to where it's lost a lot of its mass, most of its mass, and can no longer contain the energy. So the energy is just venting out violently, and at some point after that, it collapses into a black hole. So, this was my fault, because I say, well, they're just all lumped together. But even if you haven't discovered a system, if you hover over it, it'll tell you what the focal point of that system is. But I didn't check. So the second, what I thought was going to be a neutron or pulsar star today, the third that I reached was actually a black hole. jumping into systems with small black holes is extremely dangerous because they are almost impossible to see because they just kind of bend. It's more of a lens effect than it is an object. Now that could be, I don't know how accurate that is, and if it's not accurate, it could just be that I'm not running Elite Dangerous on the highest settings, and the effects of it are missing, but you always imagine it looking like a giant sort of drain in space, but I don't think that's what they really look like. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know squat. All I know is I didn't know I was jumping into a black hole. The screen jumped in and I just saw space, and I was like, okay. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting an impact warning from my ship computer. I'm dropping out of Super Cruise, which is basic FTL but not quite hyperdrive. And I'm having to vent heat. Okay, got it. So that's where I called it for the evening. And at that point, I booted back up Death Stranding just to go back and finish up the last few things that I didn't really. There were 2 holdouts that I hadn't connected to the network yet that I've already got one. I got one today, sort of connected enough. And I'm working on the other one now, but it's getting close to midnight and I'm tired. I just noticed how bad my eyes look, and that's not lighting. They just, Jesus. I look like I haven't slept in days. I've been sleeping fine. I'm just making myself wake up, and I'm not, I'm not waking up super tired either. Huh. But yeah, it's just been really chill today, and I am thankful for that. After my hour and 15-minute long fight with the door last night, just the longest hour and 30 minutes of my life. I told you, we're increasing it by 15 minutes every time I talk about it. Been rewatching season 1 of Vinny's Minecraft stream. And I say that because he confirmed around New Year's that at some point this year, both Minecraft and RimWorld will probably return. RimWorld more certain, I think. Don't know when. I mean, like this year. It's February. So, I somehow gave myself anxiety by saying that, even though I was well aware it's February. The last few days, the weirdest things have been getting to me. Like I mentioned the other day, I had to bump up the font on my computer so that I could see stuff on things that weren't my main screen, because I've got that 3 monitor set up, and one of them's pretty small, because when I bought it, it was meant to be a lot closer to me, but the way I've got it hooked up now, it's, I can't get it much closer, and I can't see it most of the time. And today I broke and pinned the just like pulled up the magnifying tool, which is done fairly cleverly, so that I could just see what the hell I'm doing on that small monitor. A plus, though, is I can actually use it to access all 3 monitors from one monitor. So it's not all bad. This has some solid utility that I probably could have been using it for this whole time. So because right now, my main monitor's on my PS4. That over there is just, that's a smart TV with YouTube on it, and that's what I've been watching YouTube on. So the only monitor I've got, actively on my computer is my third one over here. And one of the more aggravating things is, when you open a program and it's not on the one monitor you've got pulled up. So, to be fair, to the whole magnifying thing, that's a perk. I didn't like that when it first opened, it was in full-on full screen mode, and I couldn't find the... Like, it defaulted to 200% zoom, and I didn't know what the window for it looked like. I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know that it's this little semi-transparent, which is translucent, it's magnifying glass on your thing. So all I know is I'm zoomed in. I can't find the thing to decrease it. I can't find it to close it. But like I didn't want to just force close it because I'm just gonna open it again to see if I could. But it had two other settings as well. One that just puts a box around your mouse, that works fairly well, and another that lets you set a box, and that's what's really useful for seeing all three of my screens. So if something ever pulls up on a screen that it's got no business pulling up on, I can access it at any time. I don't have to keep moving my toolbar around because that's irritating at times. I don't have to, and I have a third-party thing for that, but it's iffy, and Windows doesn't support mirroring the toolbar. Like, how hard would that be? Just to mirror it on all three monitors, make it the same thing. Like, or at least, and if like newer Windows have that, I'm still running 7 on this PC, and that's not going to change anytime soon because this PC was built for 7. It'll run 7 until it rolls over and dies. When I get a new build, with parts that were made to run Windows 10, then I will run Windows 10 or whatever it is when it, maybe Windows 14, which will be the sequel to Windows 10 because they don't care about numbers anymore. Maybe there will be a new Windows out then that I'll be forced to use by the time I get an upgraded computer. I don't know. I don't have money. So who knows when that's going to happen. But yeah, anyway, that was today. So, I'm tired and rambling. I'm going to go back to Death Stranding for a while and then get in bed because I am actually sleepy and did not really realize that until I started recording. So, I will catch you all tomorrow. Again, this is why I don't wear my glasses. I don't like all that glare. Good night.